left Kentucky back in '49 and went to Detroit working on an assembly line. The first year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. And every day I'd watch them beauties roll by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, 'cause I always wanted me one that was long and black. One day I devised myself a plan that should be the envy of most any man. I'd sneak it out of there in a lunchbox in my hand. Now getting caught meant getting fired, but I figured I'd have it all by the time I retired. And I have me a car worth at least $100 grand. I get it one piece at a time. It wouldn't cost me a dime. You know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style. I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. So the very next day when I punched in with my big lunchbox and with the help of my friends, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gears. Now I've never considered myself a thief, but GM won't miss just one little piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. First day I got me a fuel pump, and then the next day I got me an engine and a trunk, and then I got me a transmission and all the chrome. Little things I get in my big lunchbox, like nuts and bolts and all 4 shocks, but the big stuff we stuck out in my buddy's mobile home. Now up to now my plan went alright until we tried to put it all together one night, but that's when we noticed that something was definitely wrong. Transmission was a 53, and then the motor turned out to be a 73, and we tried to put on the bolts, all the holes were gone. So we drilled it out so that it would fit, and with a little bit of help from an adapter kit, we had that in here running just like a song. Now the headlights, they was another sight. We had 2 on the left and we had 1 on the right, but when we pulled on the switch, all 3 of them come on. The back end looked kind of funny too, but we put it together, and when we got through, well, that's when we noticed we only had 1 tail fin. And about that time my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes that she had her doubts, but she opened up the door, she said, "Honey, take me for a spin." So we drove uptown just to get the tags, and I headed her right down on Main Drag, and I could hear everybody laughing for blocks around. But up there at the courthouse they didn't laugh, 'cause to type it up it took the whole staff, and when they got through the title weighed 60 pounds. I get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You know it's me when I come through your town. Gonna ride around in style, gonna drive everybody wild, and I'll have the only one there is around. Yeah, Red Rider. This is Cottonmouth and the Psychobilly Cadillac. Come on. This is the Cottonmouth and negatoria on this cost of this old machine here. Might say I went up to the factory and picked it up. It was cheaper that way. Oh, what year is it? Well, it's a 49, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. It's 60, 61, 62, 63, 64.